Right, here we go. What's main? What you drawn?
38 loco.
Oh, for God's sake, that's unbelievable. You get £100 here today.
I mean, I don't fancy it, but everyone's telling me
You don't
otherwise.
fancy it?
It's more that I'm old and I've got to walk.
Wow. Well, I won't be on the leaderboard after tonight. Oh, 14, but I didn't want to be near that side of that tree. And I know Righty had some fish on it the other day, but it's not been good. It's been a crap peg all winter, so I think I'll be going backwards today. I'll be lucky to get a counter there. The only good thing is, if I won't match, it's on the golden peg.
Oh, well, they've got a big event on, didn't they, last
So
week?
if I do win match, it's 500 quid. If I win match from there, I deserve 500 quid. But not fancy it. I don't think I'll even have a counter after this. I've got to beat £27, but not to worry, it's what it is. Right, here we are today in the 9th round. I think it's 9, I'm sure it is now. I think I got my bearings of the Shimano Speedy, Lindholme, Areo, Bomber Feeder League. Now then, it's an interesting day today. Maybe not so much for me, but it's we're starting to throw as lowest, well, beat as lowest weight. So it's best 8 out of 12, and we've got to the 9th match. So what happens now, whatever weight I've got to beat my lowest weight, which is £29, I do believe, and I've got to better that to add on to my weight. And everybody will be doing that, apart from probably Righty, who's got a 0, and so whatever he gets, he'll be counting. So that's why I think he's still the favourite, and he's drawn a good peg today. And so, although I'm at top at leaderboard, Emma's second, things can change very quickly now. Because if I don't beat 29, I ain't got a counter. But everybody be like that. It's gone cold again. It was cold overnight. I mean, it was 3 degrees where I live when I got here, and it was minus, so it tells you, but it's no massive frost or anything like that. So anyway, I've not drawn well. In fact, I couldn't have drawn much worse, I don't think. But there is one good thing going for me. This is 14 bennies. I'm back on bennies. I've been out for a while. Back on bennies, just 14. And there's a big tree there, look, as you can see. And the only problem with this peg, if the fish are out, you share it with 21. And that's Mark Perkins there, my old mate Mark, on 21. And we share out there. We chuck it same spot basically. Can't do nothing about it. We only chuck in 25 yards in the same place, but that's how it goes. So to get away, you've got to catch close. Now Righty had this peg last week, and he had £80, I do believe. He come third at match, and he caught some big fish apparently. He had 5 carp and some F1s. So, and it's the first time this winter there's been any fish on it. It's been terrible all winter. Last night late, nearly every match. It's been crap. So you can see why I'm a bit down about it, because the other contenders have drawn really well. Like Righty is on 34 on loco. He could get a massive weight today. If them carp are there, he's going to get a huge weight because he's an animal. He can catch them. Our Emma's on 38 on loco. She's on 30, I think she was on 40 last week, and had 60 odd pound. JK's next to her on 40. Eddie's on 17 on loco, and Jim Hall's on 21 on strip, socking the hole. So they've all drawn well, apart from me, all the people in contention. So I'll be lucky if I get a counter today, and I expect all them to have counters. So I could be going backwards. In fact, I won't be surprised if I'm in 3rd or 4th after today. But if they're real like they were Righty next week, I'll be all right. But it's the first time they've been, the only time they've been in this peg. So that's the position anyway. So what I've got to do, hopefully, I've got to try and... I've got 3 rods set up, 2 bombs and a hybrid. The fish, last week I got the impression all at weekend that the fish wanted feeding. So I've got an hybrid set up, and that's where I caught them on at weekend. And I think it's moving from corn to pellet. Whether it's gone back because it's gone cold, I don't know, but it doesn't usually. So you can see I've got my Guru bread, and that'll be running out now. I've got my corn, I've got my pellets, I've got my micros. I've done more micros this week. You can see I've done more micros. I've soaked everything in my Sensate liquid, which I always do. I just love this stuff. Oh, I'm slipping all over here, but be careful. So it's pretty standard, straightforward. So where am I going to start? Well, I know they caught some carp under that tree. So I'm going to start off under there, just see if I can get a carp or two for 15-20 minutes, and then I'm going straight out to an hybrid, probably 20 yard. Loose feed corn under the tree. I'm going to loose feed pellets there, probably about with all and 18 metres, because wind's off my back. And I'm going to chuck micros down the side of these reeds for the last hour, because if they come close and they come last hour, they're great big F1s now, and that's where you'll catch them. So I've got a few options. I've just got to hope that the fish are still there. If they're not here, it won't matter what I do. So because I'm winning it, I can afford a gamble and a throwaway, and I think that's what we're going to have to do today. Because I still think the others will catch on the pegs they're on. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Fishing's funny. I didn't think I'd catch on 4 on Laurels the other day, and there were plenty of fish there, so hopefully it's the same here today. But it's not a great peg. It never used to be, and 21 were always a decent peg in winter, especially late on. Not like last 2 and 3 hours as the fish moved in. So I'm going to start there, just there, look, at the side of that tree. Then I'm going to go to there, like that, where I'm going to chuck an hybrid. I'm going to loose feed corn just there, and I'm going to loose feed I'm going to loose feed pellets just there, about 16 metres. And then there, at the side of the reeds, I'm going to chuck micros in. And I might even have a chuck into corner just there, because I know they're catching odd fish up there. Sometimes there's an odd carp up there. So I'll be casting probably more today in different spots than I have been, just to try and find some fish. And all I've got to do is try and beat £29, and I've got a counter, and that'll be a Brucey bonus. But if I can get same wages right again, I'll tell you something, I'll bounce off this bank doing somersaults, because there's also another advantage today. I'm on the £500 golden peg. So if I win match today, I'm going home with 700 quid. And trust me, the street's having a Chinese, because I'm on the golden peg, which is £500. So I'm sure Neil and Aaron will be shaking in the boots, especially when I text them saying get your money ready and put my 3rd net in. So that'll get them going a little bit, won't it? So there you go. So hope you have a great day. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I could catch no, and I could catch a few, so I don't know. So I'll let you know how we get on. Well, that definitely didn't go to plan. Although I should have known, really. There's only been one way to fit all winter, but that were a disaster. And some strange things have happened today. Because wind's blowing over, they seem to have caught better in 50s over there. Like, late 50s there, and back there. I know I've got 10 F1s. And got 10 F1s and a skimmer. And I've caught an old. And fished about, where is it, about there? 25 yard out. I had 6 or 7 F1s after 2.5 hours. But I'm thinking, I'm throwing away £29. If I keep going, so I'm going to finish it with 12, which is £30. I'm not gaining anything. And I thought, I need to catch them close. I need to catch them quick, not bomb. And I've come, fed me just there pellets, about 16 metres, and the side of the tree there, corn. And so I've come on them 2 lines and caught nothing but getting liners and indications. It's kept me on it. And then I've got one, I'm getting linered, and all of a sudden I think word got to Neil and Aaron that because I'm on golden peg, I'm sure, and all of a sudden 2 ducks turn up. Them 2 there, not them 2, 2 more, and them 2 started diving on my bait. There were bubbles coming up and everything. I was, for half an hour, I was shouting at them. They won't go diving down, there were bubbles coming up. And I'm sure Aaron and Neil sent them over just to cock my peg up so I couldn't win bonus peg. And then they just swam off after half an hour and I couldn't get a bite. Thanks, lads. Exactly where they were feeding. They must have been watching me feed and gone straight down to me because there were all bubbles coming up off bottom and everything. And then I sat there and couldn't catch. And I've gone 2 hours without a bite. And I'm fishing there, hot bomb, and with corn. And I thought I need to catch a couple of carp now. And well, I got a couple of little indications, not special. I thought I need a pee. I've stood up, having a pee. You can guess, rod's gone round. First time it's gone round in 2 hours. And I've picked it up, I've peed down at my leg. So I've got one leg wet through. And I've picked rod up and winding and it's come off. And I should have packed up and gone home after that because I knew Neil and Aaron copped me peg with them ducks. I up to, honestly, peed down my leg, and it's come off, and I thought. And then the last 5 minutes I've had two. I've had two F1s, so I've got 10 F1s, probably got £25. I'm throwing away 29, so it's not a counter. To make things worse, I'll be going down leaderboard now, because I've heard Righty won't match. He has £60 with an hour to go. And Emma will overtake me. She's got 9 F1, so she'll have a little counter. She'll have £30, so she'll overtake me as well. So I'll be going down the leaderboard, but I sort of expected it when I drew here. I think Mark's had a few, probably 10 or a dozen. He hadn't had many on point. And the wind's just blowing over there. I don't know. I don't really know. I've had enough indications to think I'd catch, but I couldn't catch. So that's how it goes. Not to worry. I'm going on with a wet leg. No coin, no Chinese. And so it looks like fish and chips, don't we?
Riding on 17
Oh.
with 36 free, gets 75 free.
Same people.
You got a five ready?
Same people.
How are you going today, mate?
You'd ask it wrong person. Thanks for sending them ducks around, by the way.
Golden pick that one,
Eh?
Fourth overall, Mick Moore on 26 bonsai with 36.14, gets £90.
Well done,
Well
mate.
done.
Well done. Where is he? Is there, look.
Third overall, Mark Parkin on
No.
51
Whoa.
pennies,
Legend.
gets 130.
Well done, Mark.
Pizza money!
Speech.
All round you, Tom, today, isn't it?
Speech.
Well done, mate.
Well,
Second overall,
Well done,
Dexter
well done,
from
pal.
Cheers, mate. With 42.2, gets 160 quid. Well done, mate.
well done, mate.
And the winner today, Fall Right from 34 Loco with £70.8, gets 190 quid.
Well done, Righty. Well done, mate.
Thank you, everyone.
Right. God, I'm really annoyed with myself. Absolutely, really annoyed. Aren't I, Ben? Eh? Eh? Look at him. Look, Ben. I can't believe I weighed £25. I've entered a bite for 2 hours at middle. £37 third at match. £41 second, and Wrighty's won it with 70. So I'm really annoyed because I could have caught £37. I come off that long line because I was waiting too long for bites, and I thought, because I was throwing what I've done today. Basically, what I've done today is I've fished for a weight instead of the match, and I've tried to beat me £30, but like not just trying to catch, or trying to catch £40 to £50. And a lot of people have, to be fair, a lot of people have fished it too aggressively today, and I certainly have. And I think if I'd have just sat there, because the bites took ages and ages, but not just for me, but for everybody I've found out since, I think I'd have had like 15 F1s and caught £40. I think definitely I'd have done that if I just sat there, but I didn't anyway. So I tried to fish for too big a weight, but that's what happens sometimes when you're trying to chase a weight. And the other bad news is I'm in third now. Our Emma's winning it because she's had £30, so she's throwing away 19, so she adds 11 on to her total. And Wrighty's had £70. I told you what danger, man. And he's £1 behind Emma, and I think I'm £2 behind him. So Eddie's on 30 odd pound. Jim's had 20 odd pound. So I'm third, so I've dropped down to third. It's my own fault. Fish, but there were enough fish there to have caught £40 today, 100%. But I've fished for too big a weight because I thought halfway through I'd got eight F1s, and I actually thought most I can get is 12 to 14, and that's not going to get me. That's going to be really touch and go for a counter. I went for too big a weight, but that's how it goes. So 3 matches to go now. Emma's back in lead. And Righty is in between us. And noting it's £3. Righty's throwing away an £18 though. Tells you he's going to take some licking him now because he's got 3 low weight stills to throw away. And I'm throwing away a 29, Emma's throwing away a 30. So all to play for, but I still think Wrighty's favourite now because he's got low weights to throw away. And if it goes mild, there'll be some more big weights. But wait and see. But yeah, I'm disappointed in myself today. I tried to fish for the weight instead of the match. If I'd have just fished the match, but saying that nobody expects £37 to be third, and so. But well done to my mate Mark Parkin. He's come third today. I'm right chuffed for him. Well done, Mark. I'm absolutely made up. That's been the best part of the day, that mate. Well done. I'm right pleased with you. So, note to eat, bread and dripping, and poor old Ben don't even get a sausage from Chippy. So that's how it goes. Have a great night.